And this is everything that happens.
You okay?
I'm very good, thank you.
Can I help you with anything?
No, could you identify yourself first, please?
Yeah, I'm a police officer. I've got my warrant card with me. How is it I can help you today?
I didn't ask for any help. And your collar number, please.
It's my shoulder number.
Shoulder.
It's 1968 November Echo.
Thank you very much.
What is it you're doing today?
I'm filming.
Pardon?
I'm filming.
Any reason what for?
Yep, just to see how well that the police actually interact with local people.
All right. Are you from around here? Are you from this area?
There's no point in fishing to whether or not I'm from round here or not.
I was just asking.
It should make no difference whether or not I was or I wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just.
Welcome to one of the most intense police auditor encounters ever caught on camera. A clash between authority and accountability. Today, we're diving into a confrontation that starts calm, but quickly ignites into a full-on legal standoff. On one side, an ordinary citizen armed with nothing but a camera and the law. On the other, police officers trying to assert control under the banner of security. But this isn't your typical street interaction. This is a legal chess match, and every move counts. Watch closely, because what begins as a simple question, "Why are you filming?" soon becomes a powerful lesson on rights, restraint, and the thin line between lawful authority and overreach.
I'm gonna search you.
Hang on. Well, first of all, let's just actually clarify this.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going to use section 43, okay, don't just quote me a number, quote me the specific part of section 43 before you even attempt to do anything. Okay, because under section 43, I have the legal right to actually film a police station. I'm breaking no laws. Okay, a detective sergeant has only just been out here. Okay, so think very carefully before you even attempt to use section 43. Because if you go to use section 43, okay, I will sue you.
Sue me for what?
Okay, for an unlawful detainment. Okay.
Why is it unlawful?
Because it is perfectly lawful, exactly what I'm doing, filming the police station. You've asked me what I'm doing, I've given you a reason, okay?
You just
Now
said
it
you're
states
filming the
that,
police
yeah,
station.
and if you look under the section 43, okay, it is perfectly lawful for me to film a police station, okay, and section 43 cannot be used in the line of filming. I'm here to audit the actual police station, and if you care to actually look, because you're a public service, okay, and I'm a member of the public, okay, and I'm entitled to do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's why I'm saying to you, you need to think very carefully now, and if you're going to use section 43, if you're going to use section 43, make sure that you quote me the correct legislation from 43.
You feel the need to come out here and start filming the police station.
Well, what gives you the right to abuse my rights?
How am I abusing your rights?
Because you're going to try and use the Terrorism Act.
I haven't
okay.
even done anything yet.
Well, you said you're going to search me.
Okay, but I haven't done anything yet, have I?
That's only because I'm challenging you.
No, I'm asking you a question and you can't give me an answer.
I don't need to justify what I'm doing, okay? I've told you why I'm...
As the tension builds, you'll see how composure, knowledge, and confidence can flip the power dynamic entirely. Let's get into it. The opening moments might seem polite, even routine, but notice how quickly the tone begins to shift. The auditor stays calm and precise, asking for identification and badge numbers, asserting his right to know who's questioning him. Meanwhile, the officer's seemingly casual questions, "Are you from around here?" start crossing into fishing territory. This is where experienced auditors separate themselves. They know the moment a conversation slides from friendly to probing.
Who is it you just spoke to?
A detective sergeant that was just out here.
Did not say who it was.
Okay. Right, so think very carefully.
Did they not say who it was?
Well, just call through to your control room. They sent him out.
No one's No one called
He's
us.
only come out, literally, he only just left me just as I walked this way.
Okay.
So that's why I said, think very carefully with what you're
And
about
what
to
did
do.
he say?
He knows I'm perfectly well within my lawful rights to do what I'm doing.
What do he look like? I'll go and see if I can find him quickly.
In plain clothes, a little bit taller than me, a little bit chubby, shortish hair.
Suit.
Yeah.
Alright, 2 seconds.
Okay, it looked like a dark blue suit.
And you said he was DS, yeah?
Detective Sergeant, yep, he came from upstairs,
Yeah.
over in that far corner,
Alright, 2 seconds.
is where he came from. So that's why I said, think very carefully.
I don't
Okay.
think very carefully.
No, you do. You can't just use the section 43, okay, and abuse that power. That's why section 44 got removed, because of officers like you that try to
Officers
abuse.
like me?
Yeah,
You've never met me
you've
before.
gone to use.
Officers like me.
Yeah, that's why
Officers like
the first
me.
thing you
Mate,
actually went to
there's
do
no
was
need
take
to
your
be
gloves
silly.
out and
There's no
actually
need
try and
to be
abuse
silly.
my rights.
I'm not abusing your
Yeah,
rights.
you did by trying
not
to say you're
abusing
going to
your
search me. What gives you the right to think that you can do that?
But how am I abusing your rights?
Okay, to even suggest that. You're absolutely a disgrace, you are.
I'm a disgrace.
Yes, you are.
It's a bit extreme.
No, you're a disgrace to
Why
even
am I a
suggest that.
disgrace?
Okay?
Why am I a disgrace?
For somebody doing something lawful, you think that you can search him.
I'm asking you why you've come down
You think
here.
it makes no difference. I don't even have to answer you.
Okay, let's stand in
Okay.
silence. Right, fine by me.
But to even suggest that you're going to search me, okay? Honestly, you're an absolute embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. Yeah.
The auditor calls it out instantly, refusing to give unnecessary personal info. It's a small moment, but it establishes control. He's setting boundaries, and the officers aren't used to being on that side of the questioning. And here's where the real storm begins. The officer invokes Section 43, the Terrorism Act, one of the most misunderstood and misused powers in UK policing. Many officers believe it allows them to stop and search anyone filming public buildings, but legally, that's just not true. The auditor knows this cold. He challenges the officer to quote the exact subsection before taking any action.
Flee. Okay, and when you put your camera on, you are meant to inform a member of the public.
It isn't.
Yes, you are. It's in your code of ethics. Okay. So, and you need to look under section 3.5.5. Okay, and if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be doing the job. Okay, and that's why I said make sure that you quote the correct part of section 43 if you're going to actually try and use that. Just make sure you try and use that. Okay, and as I said, then I will take out a case against you.
No worries, no problem.
Alright? You're an absolute embarrassment, and you wonder why people actually decide to do something like this. It's because of what you try and do to members of the public for doing something completely lawful. Okay? There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Okay? The DS that came down here, okay, really lovely guy, had a nice chat with him.
Okay.
Right, understood everything that was being done, okay, and to come out with that straight away, you're a joke. You're an absolute joke.
Hello. You alright?
They're all good.
I've just spoken to someone who spoke to you. I don't think he's DS from the sounds of it, but I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I think what he said, did you say to him about obviously you weren't happy about the lack of police officers or something like that, was it?
Yeah, it's called an audit.
Yeah, fair enough. Long and short of it, like you said, he's obviously said you can record. The more people we see you and see it, obviously with everything going on, terrorism is obviously very high, you can be searched under it. Obviously it's our powers to use. I know you're going to say the legislation's not great, it's not, or we shouldn't be using it, whatever.
Well, no, it'd be an unlawful detainment is what it will be.
What we would say though is, obviously with what's happening in the world, and obviously Terrorism Act and stuff like that, we would probably, if we wanted, we can search under it, we'd think there's enough. I think what the guy upstairs said to you is, obviously you can film, obviously the longer you stay here, the more people are probably going to stop you and think this looks a bit suspicious. Is that kind of what he said to you?
Okay, just remember, suspicion number one isn't a crime.
No,
okay?
I didn't say it was. I just said, is that what he said to you? That if you hang around here, it's going to...
No, he didn't tell me that if I hang around here.
So what obviously what I'm saying is obviously if loads of police officers keep seeing someone film a police building, they would probably search you under the Terrorism Act because they would see it as suspicious that you've been spoken to now by 2 officers and they've said to you like... Obviously,
That's not defiance. That's legal precision. He's reminding her that the law has limits, even for the badge. You can feel the power shift the second he mentions potential litigation. Suddenly, the officer realizes she's no longer in control of a suspect, but in a debate she might lose publicly, on camera. This section is a masterclass in confidence under pressure. The auditor dismantles every argument with calm logic. He reminds her that Section 44 was abolished for being abused in exactly this way. Unlawful detentions justified under suspicion. His tone never breaks, his reasoning stays razor sharp, and every phrase, "think very carefully before your next step," lands like a warning shot. At this point, it's not aggression, it's strategy.
we'll probably search you.
Okay.
And just be aware, whoever you spoke to, they haven't informed anyone else that you're here.
That's not my fault though.
No, I'm not saying that.
But as I did tell you, it literally only just left me.
Yeah, but
I walked from here to there.
But I don't know that.
And that was when you came out, okay? But maybe what you should do is, instead of actually going to try and go straight in for and saying about search, okay? Maybe the actual facts should actually be put forward first. You can't go off of what you don't know, but what you do know.
Yeah, and
okay, and that is the difference.
Out here,
yes.
filming a police building.
Yes, and what's wrong with that? There is no law and no crime that I've committed.
But to us, it's suspicious. You stand.
Yeah, but just remember, suspicion is not a crime. And if you actually go by what the actual memo was that got sent out to all police stations, okay, to do with auditors, and I told you that that's what I was doing, okay, that we are to be left alone, okay, and to be able to actually film, okay, and it is on the actual actual website itself to say that any member of the public has the right to film a police station, police staff, police vehicles, and so on, okay, and not have Section 43 used, and that is on your own website.
Okay, but we can use that to search.
And it will be unlawful.
It's not unlawful.
Yes, it is unlawful.
No, it's not unlawful.
Yes, it is unlawful. Okay, you have to have reasonable suspicion. Okay, and just because you suspect, that is not reasonable grounds for that search. Okay. So you need to actually clarify, and you need to actually go back and look at how to use Section 43 in the correct manner.
No worries, mate. I will do.
Okay.
So we'll leave you to it. But obviously, like I said, if more colleagues come, and obviously after we've obviously it's been on the radio now because my colleagues put it up that someone filming, the next officers might search you, and it'll be down to their powers. All right? I know you disagree with it, but if that's what they decide to do, then that's what they decide to do. And if you're not happy about it, then obviously you have to put a complaint in about obviously that person. Okay?
Yeah. Can I say thank you very much for actually taking the time to actually go up
Yes, all right.
and actually find out for me.
Yes,
it was most
There's quite a few
appreciated.
people up there, so it does take a while to find.
Yeah. No.
Unfortunately, they're not got numbers or shoulders numbers.
No,
So.
it was most
But
appreciated.
Obviously, going forward, I know obviously you might want to record or whatever, but you probably will get challenged again.
And that's fine. I welcome any interaction by any officer.
Fair enough. But,
Okay.
but the next one might search you.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah. As I said, I welcome any interaction.
The more the officer reacts emotionally, the stronger his position becomes. He's documenting not just their behavior, but their misunderstanding of their own powers. Live. On camera. Here, things explode. What started as legal argument now turns deeply personal. The auditor calls the officer a disgrace and an embarrassment. Words that sting because they're not shouted, they're measured. This is where emotion meets principle. He's not angry for himself, he's angry for the principle of public accountability. The officer, visibly frustrated, loses composure. Every defensive word she utters, "I'm not abusing your rights," only reinforces the power imbalance now tilting against her. What was once a question of authority has become a public test of professionalism, and it's not going well for her.